following podcast contains adult language, profound stupidity, hardcore nudity, and drug references. Children should not listen to it. Everyone else, fuck them off. Fuck.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. My name is Poppascotch, and with me, as always, is Chump Slap.
Kunda Estrada Montose Kanda.
And on the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
I sleep in a racing car, do you?
Oh, as always, love the intros. This week we have something a little bit special for you. I'm not going to bother asking these guys what they played or watched because I don't care. Because this week we're talking about the best and worst games of 2019. It's our year in review episode. Who's excited?
Ooh, yeah.
Fine, excited.
Sexually aroused.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
think you're aroused. Look at these nips.
But we're going to take some time at the beginning talking about just some games that came out in 2019 that we maybe enjoyed. Maybe some runners-up, right? Like some games we liked.
Some shit I might not have thought of.
Weren't the top ones. Let's kick it to you first, Dr. Syintist. What was a game you played in 2019 that you enjoyed, but, wasn't the best? Wasn't the number one game of 2019?
So anything that wasn't the number one game of 2019?
Sure.
Well, why don't we start off with Borderlands 3? I'm pretty sure we all played the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, we sure did.
That's
did
it.
we not?
It wasn't the best.
No, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. It was top 5, probably, easily.
It wasn't the best, but I played a lot of it, and I had a lot of fun playing it.
I'm pretty sure I got 6 days worth.
It might be the game I played the most.
It could be for me, too.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
No, it's not for me. Never mind.
No, yours is not.
No, the one I mentioned in half our episodes. Division 2 and farming that gun and then farming it and getting it and never going back. So,
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for, more year one.
I actually thought about going to try the Mayhem 4 Rampager to get the whatever stupid gun from Destiny you talked about that
The
one
bad
time.
juju? I'm in for that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be something to do.
Can you edit it out? Can you play?
I was just thinking, did we mention that yet in our timeline? I don't remember.
This will come out after that, but
I think we did. If not, you're going to get a good preview for one of the other things we talk about in another episode. But Borderlands 3, yeah, loved it, enjoyed it. By the end of it, I think I'm not done with it. Like, when more content comes out, I'll play it.
yeah, I don't feel like playing the stuff I've already beaten already.
Right, exactly. I don't feel like I did at the end of Borderlands 2, where I was like, oh, I got to go through now with another character. I got to get a third character up there.
I think legendaries were a lot easier to get, so I didn't feel like I had to grind as much, and then I kind of ran out of stuff to do.
Yeah, it's like I think there was one I really wanted. I forget which boss it was, but I kept grinding, and it took like 3 times in Borderlands 3.
I kept grinding. It was 3 times I did.
Yeah,
but
and
there
then
weren't,
Borderlands 2, we did like 40.
Dude, I never got an Infinity in Borderlands 2. I was so happy when I got one in Borderlands 3.
Did you? What was the other one? You got the Hellfire, I think.
Yeah.
Was the one you really wanted, and we did it.
I killed the boss who drops it, and I got 5 of them at the same time.
Nice.
I have the clip on my PlayStation.
Oh, really?
I couldn't figure out how to send it, so.
But it's still there?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Because I remember that one. I did get a Hellfire early, but it was like level 20 or whatever.
Yeah. It's not the same as it used to be either. It's a little weird.
No. But Borderlands 3, great game. We'll see how the other stuff goes. But again, I mean, we're not thrilled. Not our favorite, but very much enjoyed.
What was your favorite gun from it? New gun. Mine was the Crossroad SMG.
Garbage.
I liked the TDR ones, which you could throw and they'd go on the ground and seek out an enemy. Those were great. The Atlas models I didn't really care for.
Where you could tag them and shoot around corners.
Yeah, I didn't like those as much.
It was a nice little gimmick.
I think I need to practice it more to make the most out of it. You know what I mean?
It's cool when you get a rocket launcher.
Yeah, like Ruby's Wrath or whatever.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
You tag them and just shoot rockets in the air.
That's pretty cool.
Do you ever tag them with an Atlas gun and then shoot?
I thought I did, but it didn't work out like that. Unless I was doing something incorrectly.
Yeah, I don't think they go that You still have to be like in the general direction of them.
Oh, not with like assault rifles.
Yeah.
Like, you could ping them and go around a corner and shoot straight out, and it'll go as long as it's a straight shot if they're one move.
Yeah, but it doesn't go like.
No.
Chump Slap motioned a direct left and then a direct right motion just now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
it makes
through.
one bend, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you still could shoot straight up in the air and hit them in the head, which critical hits. It was nice.
And the other legendaries that I liked, there was a couple in there I really liked. The Jacob's revolver.
Yeah.
That had like 4 rounds and then it would immediately reload. But it was way overpowered.
There weren't enough decent shields.
I don't think there were either. I found one that I kind of liked.
I only ever used the stopgap.
Yeah. Yeah, the shield game was garbage.
The element game, I didn't.
Well, I kind of like the element.
I mean, I got the one element to do like 50% bonus damage. I think I used that for most of the game. And that was it. Like just
Yeah, if you get a really good one, I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
overall bonus damage. It wasn't elemental, which most of them were.
Yeah, I used one that just increased my luck.
Nice. That works too.
Yeah.
What about grenades? What was your favorite grenade?
The only usable one, Hex.
Was that the ghost one?
No, the ghost one's good though too. You're right.
It's the one that just it homed in on the enemies and then it shot like electric or whatever that element was.
I like the.
That
They kind of
that
circle
on it.
around and then hit everything in the area with the same element.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I got one of those. I did get the Handsome Jack one that throws butt stallion at people. And then the confetti one I was throwing.
The
around
confetti
too.
one was awesome. Except when you're trying to do the circles of slaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just see confetti everywhere,
It was pretty
bouncing
good.
off of everything in very small enclosed spaces. But
Yeah.
Tiny Tina's hippie hop was pretty good too. I used that.
I don't know that one. Tell us about it.
It was a grenade and you tossed it out and when it hit an enemy it would explode and then shoot 2 back and then bounce forward again, 2 back and bounce forward.
Oh,
Kind of looked like bunny ears.
I see what you're saying.
I guess.
You didn't care
Stretching.
for it?
I don't know. I don't probably never used it.
You're talking shit on it without ever even.
Well, I'm just like I'm picturing like, oh, I guess it looks like bunny ears.
Yeah, they kind of arced back and I don't know. It probably wasn't supposed to look like that, but since it was a hippity hop, I was like, oh, maybe it kind of bunny ears.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, well, I mean, that's Borderlands 3. What other games? I'll go next. I liked the Resident Evil 2 remake quite a bit. I thought that was good and fun, and it felt retro, but still felt like a new game.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that.
So there was nothing in there that
What made it feel retro?
like the camera angles and the way you move.
And the annoying getting one thing here and running to open a door to get a key to open a door.
Yes, that was very retro.
And then
of it.
behind that door is a key that opens another door.
Yes, and that's very much what happened. But it felt like it. I don't know. It felt like it made more sense, and that the maps connected to each other better than in the other Resident Evil. I can't really explain it, but it felt like
The map was better. Just
Actual sense of like space that
right,
made
like
sense.
a sense of space and being in the same structure.
Do you
And
think it was a map that helped you do that, or do you think it was just better planned out?
it was probably just better designed and better planned out, and fewer loading times in between sections.
Yeah.
It made it feel like a physical space rather than just different boards.
With a door opening loading screen.
Right, exactly. Which was every goddamn door in the entire game. Every door had the loading screen. But
There was that one door that zombies came out. Or was that in the 3? Like it had the loading for the door opening, and then zombies attacked and pushed you back in.
I think that was 3. I don't remember having
never
it
mind.
in 2. They would have thrown back to that, I think.
Yeah.
There's a neat new intro in the gas station that was really cool. But the game just by itself, it played better. It was better. It was a great update. Really
Damn.
great update.
Yeah. I keep hearing good things.
And it's a reasonable amount of time, too, so you're not going to be in there for 6 days.
When it comes to PlayStation Plus or on sale for $10, I'll probably get it.
Okay. Same thing with Toe Jam and Earl, right? Which is another one of the best games of 2019.
Says you.
It's a good
Yeah,
game.
Me and Macaulay Culkin are down with it.
And then when you and him agree, there's nothing ever wrong.
Yeah, the world, I mean, you can't stop us
him
at
man.
all.
No. I got a bumper sticker that says that.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Scotch and Culkin. 2020.
Yeah.
If we wouldn't get sued, I'd say we should make those stickers.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Macaulay Culkin. It could be Kiernan.
Could be any Culkin.
Do you think it makes it better who it is?
I'll legally change my name to Culkin.
Yes.
All right, that works.
And then we'll run on the same ticket.
All right.
You can be president. I'll be the vice president.
I don't want to be, though. I want to be the guy who just sits back, does nothing.
So the vice president.
Either. I
Dude, he's
guess.
got to sit in the Senate and break ties.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Probably once or twice a session.
A session? Like
A session, yearly session. I mean,
not a session.
like a season.
A season.
yeah.
We call them
season
seasons.
Senate.
As they say in England, a series.
Yeah.
Yes, I gotcha.
Exactly.
But yeah, Toe General, another amazing update. Probably, if not for the game I already picked, the best game of 2019 by far. Like way better than anything else. Way better than most games.
I did like the Medieval remake.
That's right. We discussed that a little bit. Do you want to? What'd you like about it? Dislike?
I liked because it was about the same. It was nostalgic probably, but it was just a easy run around hack and slash. Don't think too much. Have fun playing game.
It just looked
Like
fun.
Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah, kind of like Toe Jam and Earl, but good.
Jeez.
No, I mean Medieval. I had never played the original. I'd never played the remake. Although I would, I absolutely would, and I might. But it just looked fun. Like it looked like a fun time. Remember when games were fun?
Yeah.
I guess.
Not really.
Yeah. There was that time.
Look at the twinkle in his eye.
He sees it for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
I mean, I can't think of anything else new I played. I played a lot of games that were from last year that just like Spider-Man and Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah, just backlog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that too. Is there anything you wanted to play in 2019 you didn't? Might take a sec.
I, being Syintist of sound mind, say Death Stranding.
When the fuck did Kermit show up?
I was like,
Yeah, how was Death
Scientist
Stranding?
weird.
Chump Slap?
Wasn't terrible. I mean, it starts off a little slow. First couple chapters, you just walk around, and then shit gets exciting.
Did the
Story
work for
starts
you?
popping out. Yeah, kind of like just grabbed you at that point. Come chapter 3, it's immersive.
Did you beat it yet?
No, I'm almost there. I think I didn't look up any spoilers or nothing.
Oh.
No.
I don't want other people telling me how the game goes.
Well, that was convincing. So, 2019 game I wanted to play and didn't. Oh, jeez, I'd have to. I guess Ghostbusters, but that's a remake, and I plan on getting to it. I really do.
Outer Worlds.
Yeah, that's one I want to definitely.
I kind of wanted to play.
That's on the outer fringes of something I might play at some time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No commitment here.
So is that going to be one of the free PSN games you try out?
Yeah. It'll probably download and stick in my file, and I'm going to eventually get to it.
I think it looks and reminds
Maybe.
me so much of Fallout that any of us would probably enjoy it, you know?
But
Yeah.
the last Fallout I enjoyed was 3.
Well, this is supposed to be more like 3 or New Vegas, I guess.
Yeah, but I didn't like Vegas.
What didn't you like about New Vegas?
I don't know.
Yeah, what didn't you like?
The story wasn't nearly as good as 3,
No, it wasn't.
and it kind of lost me.
I was bummed. I remember in New Vegas, I liked it, but I was really bummed out when I got to the Strip. It was like 2 super duper small areas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Like I
with,
expected this huge fucking
with 8-minute loading screens.
yes, this
Yeah.
huge boulevard rather than 2.5 casinos.
And it kind of, the DLCs for New Vegas didn't intrigue me as much as the ones for,
I don't even
3.
remember what they were. Oh, Dead Money. Dead Money was really good.
well, see, I can't even remember any of them either. I just know when I
I don't
saw
think I
them.
played any of them.
But they weren't as good as like Operation Anchorage or The Pit
Operation Anchorage was great.
or Lookout or whatever. Point Lookout was the other one for 3. And
With the swamp people?
yeah.
Yeah.
And the Alien one.
Yeah.
That's right, when you go on the ship.
Yeah.
Mothership Zeta.
Yeah, that's it. Mothership
Wasn't there
Zeta.
one, maybe it was for Vegas, it might have even been for 4, where you go into the neighborhood simulator again, and it's all fucked up?
T-Penny Town thing?
That's the mission.
No, the one that you have to find the murderer, and it's a little girl.
Isn't that a story mission from 3?
Yeah, but he's saying there was a.
I think there was
another.
a DLC in addition. Or,
There was a DLC. Operation Anchorage was another one where you go into a simulation.
it was a simulation game like that, but it wasn't Anchorage. It was something else.
Maybe that wasn't. I don't know.
But I think you did part of it go back to that neighborhood. We could easily look it up, but we're not going to.
No.
Let's go back to games in 2019.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, any of you guys play Blasphemous?
No, I kind of wanted to get it.
It's pretty good.
That and Bloodstain came out this year.
I wanted to play Blood. That's another one I wanted to
I
play.
didn't get to play either one of those, and
I should be writing these down because I'll just forget about
I have
them.
them on a list of my phone of games I want to play.
What kind of game is Blasphemous? Tell me more about.
Metroidvania,
Is it a side scroller?
Yes.
ergo Metroidvania.
Is it something I would like?
No,
I don't know. It's
I've never seen you play the game before, so I don't know if you like them.
Oh, I guess you're right.
yeah. I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah,
It's just a side scroll and beat 'em up. I'm stuck where I am right now, so I can. That's the thing about Metroidvanias, man.
Yeah. You either have to start back and look at everything you missed,
Or try to fucking figure it out yourself.
there's another indie game I wanted to play called Return of Obra Dinn. I didn't get to you yet. I didn't buy it yet. I want to. You're like a time cop sort of thing and investigating a pirate ship. That was thinking or something
Look,
like that.
if you say in the synopsis something that it references a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, I'm in. I'm so in. Like immediately in.
It was a time
I pre-ordered
cop
it already while you were
blood
sitting here.
sport.
What the fuck was the one in the hockey arena?
Sudden Death.
Sudden Death. That's it.
Speaking of hockey, NHL 20, another step forward in the series.
Oh yeah.
It's actually pretty. It's good. It's really good. It's a lot of fun. They expanded the world of Chell.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right?
What's
Pretty
that?
rad.
Chell? Isn't
Chell.
Chell from
she
Portal.
plural?
Yeah. Chell.
Chell?
Chel.
Oh, so it's not the woman from Portal.
It is the
Champion
slang
hockey.
term for NHL, the current NHL game. So when saying NHL real fast is just Chell.
Oh.
So
See, this is like, you got to explain this. We're not in the...
it's a lot. I understand.
We're not chelling.
You're not
Yeah,
going
we're
to
not
get all of this. But they have their World of Chell where you can play Domination, I think is the name of the game, but it's
Dominatrix.
everyone for themselves.
Oh.
And they drop a puck. And if you score a goal, you
So there's
stay.
no goalies?
There's a goalie, but you're fighting each other for the puck and to get the shot.
How do you ever get past anybody?
They screw up and miss body checks, basically.
Okay.
Or you try to fake them out and you get past them. That's it.
That's pretty neat.
Usually the best way to score is just to kind of let those two dudes fight it out, and then you just get the rebound and put it in. Like it's wide open rebound.
Is it only 1v1v1, or is it...
Originally, it was just 1v1v1, but now there's like a knockout mode, which has a whole bunch more people.
like 40? That'd be awesome to have 40 people just...
It drops
skating
100 people into the ring.
Yeah. And the rink is like just
like a
normal
Fortnite,
size.
you eliminate people. It gets smaller as the game goes on.
If you don't get the puck fast enough, you get eliminated.
Yeah.
There's just all kinds of things.
That's cool.
Oh, man. NHL, free ideas, EA. Just free ideas we're throwing out here. The franchise mode is great. The hut mode is great. It's all great. It's a great game. I need to play it more. Not done with it this year. But that was a good one in 19. And another good one in 19 I played. Well, I didn't finish it yet. I wanted to finish it, but Blood and Truth, I wanted to throw in a VR game in here.
Oh yeah. You've been
But
hyping that up.
Where you're it's a first person in the literal sense shooter, and you have to like lift your head up above to get like in cover or like to fire, or like lift your hand above like a table or whatever to shoot at somebody. Yeah, and then you can do that too. Dr. Syintist motioned as if he was shooting behind his head.
It'd be fun to watch somebody play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Dick Wild? Dick Wild came out this year. How was that?
Did it?
Dick Wild 2 came out in February.
Oh, damn.
Dick Wild
There's a
1 was
second
last
already?
year. There is a
Wow.
second one.
Hope it's on rails.
If it's half as good as Dick Wild 1, I mean,
It's
it's
gotta
going to
be,
be
yeah.
a treat.
Yeah.
For sure.
If it's half as good, it's game of the year.
Your game of 2018 was Dick Wild.
Yeah, we didn't. It's too bad we didn't have this podcast
Yeah.
then.
Oh, that's fair. It was also my game.
Yeah, I know. You're the one who turned me on to it.
That sounds like something I'd do.
Literal turn me on.
And another great VR game, Rick and Morty Virtual Reality.
Oh, yeah, you got to eat shit and throw up, huh?
Yep, eat shit, throw up, and got a trophy. Son.
Damn.
Not the easiest trophy you've ever gotten, but It's up there.
It was. I just had to move my hand at my mouth after I ate I had to eat the laxative.
Easier than any My Name is Mayo trophy?
No, probably not, because you just hit the same button,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Classic game.
Yeah.
I think I have 2 platinums from it.
And that's just you click on the one box or jar of box of mayo a billion times.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a box of mayo?
I think it's 10,000.
It's actually a jar of mayo, but you just keep clicking on
You
it.
can dress it up in like a bikini and stuff if you want.
I know.
There's a narrative somehow in all of this.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. Like each character has their own
This
story.
is story mode.
Yeah,
No, it's just the same mode.
it's like Fortnite. You have to pay for it.
Oh, okay.
If you want a narrative, you have to pay.
Well, for as much hate as it got, Fallout 76 was still a good game this year. Was that this year?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably. You played it this year. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah. I think it was November
Maybe the end
last
of the
year.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just didn't like people destroying your shit.
Nope. Once my camp was destroyed, I turned it off and barely turned it back on.
I played a game,
It was a bummer.
an indie game I like too called Minute, where you're only alive for 60 seconds and you have to run around and then you die, you have to start all over. But you got to keep the items and stuff and progress, and it was interesting.
It sounds a little experimental,
Yeah.
if you will.
It's kind of like Half Minute Hero from a couple of years ago, if you remember that game.
Nope.
So we got half a minute to run around.
I don't follow. Another great VR game that came out this year, Beat Saber. Beat Saber was a lot of fun.
I have seen people play it. I played it myself. It's all right. I mean, as far as VR games go, it's probably the best.
Yeah, it seems boring after 2 games, 2 matches.
It's a great party game where you can just hand it off to somebody
exactly.
and let's all
I
drink.
jumped to try level 9.
Oh yeah, it gets really hard real fast.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
It gets real hard.
I died pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's like exercise at that point.
Yeah. If I wanted to exercise, I'd get off my ass.
Any other games we want to talk about 2019?
Aren't our favorites?
Any other game that aren't our number one or our number one terribles? Because that's what we're calling our worst stuff, our number one terribles. I talk good.
Yeah, you're one of the best. No, I don't think I played much else.
So why don't you tell us about your terrible game there, Poppascotch?
My terrible game?
The only one.
Yeah,
with a
why don't we
real
talk
bad
about
game.
terrible games that...
Yeah,
What games did you look at and say, I ain't playing that this year?
Death Stranding.
No.
Well, that's definitely what scientists say.
Pokemon Sword, I know, is not my jam. So
Yeah,
I didn't think it'd be terrible. I was just like, that's not, no thanks.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I never played a Pokemon game. And according to the people, it's not the one to pick up.
After like 18 years of Pokemon, I was done. I haven't played the last 2 or 3.
I remember you every time one of those came out.
Oh, I caught every Pokemon every time.
You would catch them all, if you will.
Yes.
Gotta catch apparently. Them. It's like a contract you enter when you order it by the game.
Yeah, if you plan on living, you have to catch them all.
Gosh.
Oh, did you see that? You guys see that that WWE game that came out this year that was just like...
Oh, I saw it looked like shit.
Like PlayStation 2 graphics or whatever.
No, I did not see that. That's pretty hilarious, though.
Yeah, it's great. They got forced out of the company or something, and some other company took over, and they just didn't do it.
I'll leave the graphics go.
Well, they were talking about putting screenshots up with 2019 and 2020, and 2019 looked way better.
Yeah.
Not even close.
It was ridiculous. They stepped back 10, 15 years.
That's good.
But that was a game I looked at and I was like, I'll never play that. Not like I'd play a wrestling game right now. Anyway.
Yeah. I hear that I don't think they make them anymore, but the...
Virtual mud wrestling.
No.
VR?
I was talking about the...
I'd play it.
The UFC games I hear are a lot of fun.
It sounds like a wrestling game, really.
Yeah, it sounds like a fighting game that's less exciting.
With less chairs and ropes.
Yeah.
A more realistic fighting game.
No, are you saying Mortal Kombat's not realistic?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's not often that you rip out someone's spine, then you can just select that guy and they come back.
Not often.
When was the last time
it does happen?
Saw a robot fight?
86?
Yeah, oh, well, there you go. RoboCop. Huh?
It might have been 87. But, there's not many games that I just look at and say that
Nope.
probably sucks.
Yeah.
Like just no, not at all.
There's so much pre-work done ahead of time to make sure games aren't going to suck that bad. When was that Star Wars game that came out that was shitty? Last year?
That was last year, Battlefront 2.
Man, it seems so fun. Yeah.
But I hear a lot of good things about. There's another game we kind of want to play, Jedi Fallen Order.
I've heard good things.
Nah.
Seen some stuff. Not my jam.
I've spent 30-some years staying away from Star Wars. I don't think now's the time to get into it.
That might be.
No, I'm not a big fan of Star Wars at all either.
Wow, I am. It looked good. It's funny because like we were talking about with the Mandalorian, where
I didn't feel like breaking Vinny's heart and saying I didn't want to play it.
no, but
see it.
it just the reaction when something bad is in the Star Wars universe, it immediately gets panned by everybody.
Yeah.
And then if something good comes out, it's just kind of like ignored. Like it's not ignored, but no one talks.
It depends what the fucking jagoffs and Reddit want to talk about.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah,
we should definitely piss off them.
Yeah. Bunch of jagoffs.
Yeah, just go on and pimp out Plotty Time podcast.
Yeah. Go ahead. Start a Plotty Time subreddit. See
You
how many
probably
people
won't.
joined.
You're probably afraid.
I won't even join.
But what should we get into it now? I think it's time that we get into our worst games of 2019 that we actually played.
That we played in 2019?
Yes, this is going to be a designation of the worst games that we actually got our hands on, played, and did not like whatsoever 2019. Then after we do this thing, we'll go to the best ones.
All right.
But who wants to start? Worst game 2019.
I'll start.
All right, go for it there, Dr. Sir Chump Slap. Doctor.
I played this game called Detroit Become Human.
Ooh.
Fantastic game.
Tell us why you disliked it.
Because it's just a story. It's a Bender Snatch video game.
A choose your own adventure,
Yeah,
if you will.
kind of. And I didn't like it.
What don't you like about it?
Do you want to do Bandersnatch after this?
No.
Like as a group?
Yeah, maybe. I just didn't. I thought maybe I'd think it was a neat idea because it's something different, like I've never played before. But getting into it, I played like the first mission, and I was like, "This isn't my kind of thing." If you guys recall, I like beat 'em up ridiculousness, and this was more serious.
So you didn't like saving the girl from the ledge?
Yeah, nobody wants. I don't want to make
You could
moral
die.
choices all the time. That's not a game to me. That's just weird. But I could see how people like it. But for me, it was the pits.
I can see how you'd like it, and I like games that do that where they're completely different. They try a whole new thing, but I did it with Heavy Rain, so I was like, I know what this is now. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
I would have played it. I should have given it a shot. I just didn't get around to it.
Yeah, it seems like it's actually a really good story, but
Yeah, that's
I wasn't.
where we differ because I like those
Yeah.
walking simulator type games and stuff like that too.
I don't even dislike
He likes walking simulators, but he doesn't want to play Death Stranding.
Classic Syintist. Classic Syintist. I mean, I like it. They're just not my favorite thing, and I don't have enough time to play all of my favorite things I want to play, you know? So I just never got to that other tier.
Yeah.
If the time was there, I'd play it for sure.
If it was like a choose your own adventure like that, but it was fucking insane, like you're like, why the fuck would that happen? Why is
So
like
nonsensical.
Bizarro? Yeah. That would be fun for me.
I cut up the cucumber. An aliens attack.
Yeah. Why is there a bug coming out of this cucumber? Oh, it turns into an alien chest buster.
But if you don't cut the cucumber, ghosts attack the house.
Yeah, if you don't cut the cucumber, it incubates into its own little alien that becomes your buddy.
So sort of like Until Dawn was, where the
We're doing it again and giving away our best ideas. Nobody steal that. We already wrote it on paper and mailed it to ourselves, so it's totally copyrighted. That's illegal.
It's in my lawyer's hands already. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But yeah, that'd be awesome if it just completely went off the rails.
Yeah. That's more... If you guys recall, that's more my style anyway.
Yeah, the movies you watch.
I don't like serious things. I don't like shit that
If it was more like Slugs.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I think you nailed it. If there was a Detroit Becomes Slugs, I'd fucking play the shit out of that.
Directed by Cronenberg. I'd play the
that's
fuck
what I'm
out of
saying.
that game. Hell yeah.
I wonder why there hasn't been like a game like that released, sort of like a mix between Detroit Become Human and like an invasion or like a big monster attacks or something. Like a Cloverfield thing almost.
Yeah.
That would be pretty fucking cool. If that was the plot of Detroit Human, I'd definitely play it. Like aliens or other beings or something's attacking.
Yeah, exactly.
On what you do, it either gets better or worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you play the ghosts.
Is that a ghost? Yeah, but is there anything they could have done with Detroit that would have made it better for you?
I think we just
besides being
explained all
nonsensical, obviously.
Yeah.
Would you like
Give me some guns and knives and let it be a hack and slash, shoot 'em up.
Gotcha. All
Blood everywhere.
I mean, this is from the guy who picked Splatterhouse and
Onechambara.
yeah. Although, you know what I thought would have came out of you?
No.
Lollipop Chainsaw.
That's on my list of things
It's
to do at
too
some
long,
point.
isn't
No.
the video? Maybe we'll do it before this comes out, even.
Who knows?
I think we have his next pick.
It's another Suda51 game, isn't it?
No,
Isn't it?
I don't think so.
I think it is.
Maybe it is.
Let's look it up. And while we do that, why don't you, Dr.
It's
Syintist,
much better than Shadows Beyond Dam or whatever. Shadows of Dam.
kick us into your least favorite of
The
2019.
games that I turned on and played less than 2 hours and shut off.
Yeah, that's a good way to...
Not
determine
all of
least
them,
favorite.
but
Yeah. Well, I tried Dead Island again. Almost impossible to play. I don't know how I got through it the first time.
What was so impossible about it? Tell us.
Well, I got to the second part, Act 2 of the game, and the enemies had guns, and I had knives.
oh, you didn't play the. Yeah.
But you eventually get guns and, like... soon-
Oh, you die a lot before you get the guns. And then your guns run out of bullets, and theirs don't.
Maybe that's like a Metrovania way of
No,
making it so
it's-
you can't get in an
Dead
area
Island is not.
until you get the gun.
Dead Island is not a Metroidvania. But
Well, I don't
That
know.
depends who you're asking. And if they know what Metroidvanias are.
yeah. If they know what it means, they won't.
That's an extremely true statement.
I tried Prototype again, and I couldn't play that one. But that was mostly because of combat. The combat was completely different from anything they would make right now. The way the buttons were mapped and everything, it was just weird. I couldn't do it.
Interesting.
I tried Last Guardian, got stuck for about half an hour, and then gave up and deleted it.
Was that the remake?
No, The Last Guardian is made by...
Oh, the sequel to...
No, it's not a sequel. It's
It's
made
a-
by the people who
it's a
made
made-up game.
Shadow of the Colossus and Ico. Team Ico. It's a Team
Gotcha.
Ico game, but
It had
I don't
something
know.
to do with Shadow of the Colossus. I knew that.
yeah, I didn't really enjoy it too much, so I stopped that. I tried Rise of the Tomb Raider and I gave up pretty quickly, but that's on my backlog. I just felt like I wasn't in the mood to do that type of
So you didn't hate it.
third person. Yeah,
All right. That was, scratch it from the record, please.
but it's one I
Will
tried
do.
this year.
I would like to go back and play more of those Tomb Raider games, but yeah, I don't think I'm just in the mood for it.
Yeah,
Because they play very similar.
it's almost like Uncharted again.
Right.
And I just played Uncharted Lost Legacy. Was that this year?
I'd rather play God of War again.
$9.
I already own it.
Yeah, or free, either one.
Yeah.
Well, at least you'll play something, right?
Maybe.
They were planning on releasing like DLC to God of War again, or is it just gonna...
No, they definitely said it wouldn't be for the newest God of War.
I just would like to play it, and there's kind of nothing to do after you beat everything.
I know, it's kind of a bummer.
Then once you beat the last Valkyrie, it's almost worthless to play.
Yeah. Kind of seems like they set you up for DLC.
Yeah.
But
Or maybe it's just I'm waiting for God of War 2 also, or
God of War also.
yeah, the sequel to the second God of War.
God of War again.
Yeah,
God of War. No, gotta love it. God of War.
GOTTA War.
God of War. God of War.
Because at the end of God of War, Thor shows up and it kind of just stops
Whoa, spoilies.
Yeah, dude.
for a game that's been out for 2 years.
It's 2 years to cut off.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is for gaming.
Neither do
It
I.
might be different.
I mean, we talked about Borderlands 3 and how it ended, so that was okay to talk about.
Usually for like movies and TVs, they say for people who are in the business, it's like 2 weeks, and that's not enough.
No.
No.
Definitely
I'd
not.
say like 2 months.
Yeah, if it's out of theaters,
On the Blu-rays.
yeah, and you could watch it at home, then you should know. If you wanted to watch it, you would have.
Right.
Yeah, if you've had plenty of opportunities to watch it for different mediums. What about you, Poppascotch? What was your most hated game?
Ooh, buddy. It's pretty easy. It's Anthem. That was probably the worst.
That was a game?
That was, and I forgot it was this year. Like it feels like so long ago,
Doesn't it?
And,
Like time flies, but it's so slow.
It was such a bummer because they teased it like a year and a half ago, and it looked great.
What was it? First-person shooter?
It's a third
battle
person
royale
shooter, but it wasn't a battle royale. It was like a combination of Destiny and Mass Effect, and it looked fucking awesome. It was like Destiny with Iron Man suits.
Oh, that's the one that you could like fly around like almost
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Free world.
It looked awesome, but then you could only fly around for like 10 seconds, and you had to land and recharge, which
But
was an
still.
awesome design choice to start with.
Well, maybe if you played later, you could get it longer.
Yeah.
Are you defending Anthem?
No, because I haven't played it. I'm just saying. I know how.
I just don't like this side of you.
I hate all the sides of me.
Yeah, it sucked. It was just... It's not even that it was that bad. Like, it mostly worked. The load times were terrible. The world, like, it was one of those games where they had the trailer and the previs video, and it looked absolutely nothing like the final version.
Oh, really?
Obviously, they do, like, they're going to, you know,
Jazz it up.
jazz it up a little bit, and that you expect that. But they would talk about in this video is how, like, the common area, like in Destiny, the Cathedral, I think it was. Was it the Cathedral? Is that what it was called? Where the vendors are?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But that area, they have a version of it in Anthem, and it's like a market, and it looked like a living workplace.
Okay.
Like it looked awesome in the previs, and then you see the actual game, and it looks like it's from Assassin's Creed 1.
Kind of like a market from like World of Warcraft or something.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't impressive at all. It was like any other video game market, but worse somehow. The only thing that I really did enjoy about Anthem is there was an animation where you were getting in your mech suit. It was pretty fucking cool.
Really?
That was the coolest
That was the big
part of the
thing?
game. Yeah, I know. Syintist is looking at me with a very confused look, and that's exactly correct. That was the coolest part of that entire game.
Oh, speaking of animations getting in and out of suits, I lost a pretty sweet helmet in Fallout 76 doing that because there was a glitch that when you get out of your power armor, kind of just disappeared on you. You couldn't do anything about it. It was pretty sweet.
So if you had it equipped and then got out,
Yeah.
It was gone.
You'd stand around looking like a really stretched out alien because it was like you in the suit but not because there's no suit, and then you couldn't pick it up or anything, and it was pretty neat.
Good glitch. Good glitch.
that's what you paid for, right?
Yeah, that's why I liked it up to that point.
Up until that. But what else sucked about Anthem? Oh, the guns were terrible. They felt there was like rifle, like
Yeah. So far,
assault
so
rifle,
good.
Yeah. So, assault rifle.
submachine gun, shotgun,
Typical out.
like
Pistol.
DMR.
Yeah, pistol. Was there
Pistol.
a rocket launcher?
Yes.
Sniper.
Snipers.
Yes, and they felt there's certain games where you play as a first-person view, and the guns feel just light and weak and shitty.
Yeah, like paper guns.
Yeah, like paper guns
That was
or
a
like
good
zip
game.
guns. Like it was an amazing game.
Was it?
Was it real?
No, I thought it was made up.
Yep.
Oh, I thought we were. See, couldn't tell you guys.
I just went with it. I thought it'd be fun, but
I know it's the first time I got fooled by it.
and there are games where the guns are very heavy and they feel like you're firing a weapon, and Destiny's just all felt like shooting BBs.
Destinies or Anthems?
Anthem. Sorry, I get them so confused. And if you played both of them, you'd understand why.
Because they both.
Didn't play either.
Very similar. You'd also had like power moves and classes, just like in
Just
Destiny.
like, yeah. It looked like a Destiny ripoff.
It mostly was, and it wasn't a good ripoff. And it
Yeah.
loaded slow, and you had such a
Really?
small area, and the enemies were so repetitive. It's just like so much money and marketing, and I know obviously people worked very hard to try and get that game out, and they should have just waited a year and just
Yeah.
ripped it down, like made something they could be proud of rather than.
How
rush
about
out the door.
we stop being depressed by your talking about this game and you tell us about your favorite game of the year.
What, are you done talking about garbage?
No, I mean, I thought I could go on for another 45.
I know.
45 minutes.
I feel like I want to kill myself.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
That's
so?
Is that different from
Is
any
that-
other day?
Is that not normal?
But that does it for all of our least favorites, right?
I can't think of games I didn't like. Yeah, besides what we talked about.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can go right into my favorite. You want me to go first? I'll go
Yeah.
first.
You go first.
Do it.
My favorite
Anthem.
Anthem, yeah. Just like me, I love it and hate it. My favorite game of 2019 was one I didn't even know it existed until it was out. And it was the game I talked about on here. It was Control. Control was
I've seen good
definitely-
things. That's a game I wanted to play and I didn't get to.
It's fucking weird. It's creepy. There's something unsettling about it.
Wow, it's like down my alley.
It is completely down your alley. I'm shocked you haven't played it yet because
I was waiting for it to be on sale.
there's definitely like it's kind of hard to explain. You'd know it if you played it, but it's like a spiritual successor to the Portal universe.
Okay.
It's like you could see how if Portal was a real life thing, you could see Control existing in the same space. But the guns were great. They all felt great. They all worked great.
What? Hold on, quick. What makes Portal not a realistic thing that makes Control realistic?
You just don't. You won't understand that you play them.
Okay, all right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He started by saying that.
It's like, well, if Portal was like a realistic thing.
No, I mean Portal felt a little bit more cartoony.
Okay.
Fair.
Little bit
that's
more.
fair. Just
And it
that's
was
just
puzzle.
because
And you're in a
it's
testing
Wheatley and-
facility,
yeah.
so you're not in real life.
Right.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Continue.
But
So what is this game? It's like first person.
Third person.
it's a
Third
third
person.
person. But you are playing as a woman who goes into a facility trying to find her brother. And the facility you go into is just a regular plain old office building in New York.
The Department of Control.
Yes. And then on the inside, it expands out infinitely, like as if you're in a different dimension.
Like a TARDIS.
Yeah, a lot like a TARDIS, which I think is from Doctor Who.
Yes.
Yes, it's from Doctor Who.
It's bigger on the inside.
Who?
All right.
But there's definitely like an X-Files vibe. There's a Twin Peaks vibe.
What was that movie where you had to put on a hat and you can open a door and it would go to like an in-between reality that you could just try to teleport all over the place?
You had to put on a hat.
Pretty sure you had a hat.
My science project.
Maybe the hat wasn't that big.
I have no idea what you're talking about, honestly.
Okay. Go on. I think it was about the Department of whatever. What did you say?
The Department of Control was in Control. I've seen people play.
Oh, are you talking about that movie with that guy?
Yeah, it was really
Hugh
lame.
Grant.
No, I know what it is. I know what you're talking about.
But the Department of
Or the
Institute,
Bureaucracy Bureau or
something like that.
thing-
You know what I'm talking about, though.
I
Frequently
will
asked
find-
questions about time travel.
Yes.
No, that's
No, I think Matt Damon was in it.
yeah, and like you had to turn the door handle the left. You had to turn it opposite way or something.
Inception.
No,
No, I have it. It's in front of me. I'm gonna find it. It's right here. I'm just looking at John Slattery's.
So is it like Control? Is the question he asked?
It's weird, but I remember the movie not be the Adjustment Bureau.
yes,
Wow. Okay, that took a while to get there. No, it's not like Control. The Adjustment Bureau was an okay movie. Control's great.
Okay.
all right, just checking.
The enemies are all great. I mean, it's a really good game, and it's fucking weird. It's really fucking weird. There's a classic, there's a janitor in the game who's like,
Yeah, he's real weird.
he's very weird, and he's like a fortune teller, but not really. Like sometimes you're like, this guy knows more about this facility than he's leading on,
He's fucking weird.
and then sometimes you're like, oh, he's just cleaning up a bunch of throw up or something like that.
Yeah,
Might be the janitor.
I watched
sounds cool.
some people play like the first 2 hours of it, and I kind of stopped because I wanted to play it myself.
Yeah, it's good. Definitely worth it. That is my pick for 2019. Now, were there other better games or games I liked? Sure, but that was the one I would say if you haven't played it, definitely check it out. Give it a hard look.
Tippy top of the list.
But,
I believe Chump Slap wrote it down to get it. Or
Yes,
is it
I did.
Adjustment Bureau?
No.
It's
I
both.
remember.
He has both of them. He's gonna watch the Adjustment Bureau as he plays it.
Do you have to put on a hat for Adjustment Bureau? Do you remember that?
I don't remember. I just remember there being a lot of weird doors to like different
Yeah.
dimensions or realities.
Maybe you needed a hat for certain doors.
I think maybe that's how you had told the people who were in the bureau they had different hats on. I don't remember.
Should I check the synopsis
No.
here?
No.
See if it says hats.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. See if hats even comes up there.
Google Adjustment Bureau plus hats.
Okay, I'll Google
Is
that.
the cover of the.
I'm going to spend it all on hats.
Oh, yeah.
Spend it all on it. Emily Blunt's in that movie? Man, a lot of people are in this.
Yeah. It's classic.
When was it? When was it released?
2011.
Wow.
I can't spell bureau. That's a real tough word.
BUR.
B-U-R.
EAU.
The Case for Men in Hats by way of the Adjustment Bureau. Oh, it's a blog about hats, like in real life, and them talking about the movie and how.
How their hats in it.
Yeah, there's articles about the hats in the Adjustment
specific,
Bureau.
really?
But I don't know if the hat has anything to do with the plot.
Hey, maybe I read the article. I don't know.
But in that, everyone's wearing a lot of hats. You know what? None of this matters.
No.
No.
So should we go on to Syintist?
Sure.
Oh,
let's
my
go-
pick of the year?
Let's go on
Yeah.
to Syintist. You told us your least favorite games of 2019. What is your number one game of
The
2019?
game I enjoyed playing the most was Kingdom Hearts 3. By far.
Classic Syintist answer.
Saw that coming from a mile away.
It was. It just tied everything together from all the other Kingdom Hearts for the last, 20 years, whenever the first Kingdom Hearts came out.
20 years.
Has it been 20 years? I know they had them out for PS2 all over the place.
Well, it's probably not 20 years, but when was the first one came out? Probably
Might be
2002?
close to like 17, 18 years.
And this, again, for the people that don't know, is like a Disney character mashup narrative.
sort of. It's our action RPG type where they're in the world and Disney worlds exist. You can
And
go
it-
through various different things.
Right, like they bounce through. Oh, it was first released 2002, so almost 20 years.
Yeah.
But so you go to like Aladdin world, and then you go to Beauty and the Beast world, and
Yes.
so on and so forth.
They're not called those, but that's what you do
Well,
go
yes,
to them.
but you,
They don't call it Aladdin World.
I want to apologize to our Aladdin people.
Yeah, that's very insensitive.
The first one was very Disney oriented because I guess they just were trying to sell games. But then after that, I started getting its own narrative, and it was really good and complex and confusing. And they kind of didn't finish everything off in Kingdom Hearts 3, but they ended most of the storylines. A lot of the characters came back from, because there's a dozen different games and all kinds of weird parts of the story that go on.
Is the game challenging?
You can make it challenging.
Oh, I'll
There's
make
various
it challenging.
there's various difficulty settings.
Interesting.
There's a lot of people who do it on what's called level 1, where you could set it so you don't gain experience
Why?
to challenge
Just
yourself.
for the most challenge? All right, yeah, that's fair.
But like after all the things that happened in the other games that I've played for years, having it come together in this and having all the characters, I'm trying to think of how to put this.
Have a big orgy at the end.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
sort of.
So it came together at the end, but yet it didn't feel like the end of the series.
Yeah,
Like it,
like it was a good conclusion to what they did, but there's still much more they can do because of other things that have happened in other games. You finally take down through the main Kingdom Hearts games. Your enemies is Organization 13, and you sort of end them in this.
Do they have hats?
No, they have hoods.
Is it about doors, though?
There
They
are
open
lots of doors.
There are keys.
Yeah,
It's key swords.
The Keymaster
Keyblades.
from the Matrix. Remember that character?
Oh,
They had
Keyma-
so many forgettable characters in those movies.
Oh, yeah, the key master. He was always making keys.
Yeah, he just had
He
a
just had
huge room of keys,
Yeah,
and he always had the key you needed.
Oh yeah, I was wondering who the fuck you were talking about.
yeah.
I don't. Me too.
Took me a
I
minute.
kept thinking of the seer woman that they go to, but
I don't know. I hear Keymaster and I think of Ghostbusters.
so do I. But it's Gatekeeper, right?
Gatekeeper and the Keymaster.
Oh, is there a Keymaster too? All right.
Yeah, Rick Moranis is the Keymaster,
Yeah.
And Sigourney Weaver is the Gatekeeper.
Yup.
and they had to meet
Yeah.
to open it up. So
Yeah, I remember I seen the movie.
What?
I can't remember the name of the.
Oh, I thought you were implying
Zool?
something.
Zool, that's it. I kept thinking like Zorro. It's Zorro. It's Zorro. It's not Zorro.
But
No.
And then Kingdom Hearts also had a good combat system. I kind of hated it at first, but once you got used to it, it kind of flowed better.
Like what kind of combat is it? Is it like a hack and slasher? Is
it's
it
kind of hack and
turn-based
slashy.
like Final Fantasy?
Hack and slashy.
Can you like do spells and?
Yes.
Interesting.
But they're different. Usually Donald casts the spells. Donald Duck.
Of course.
Does he wear pants?
He's known for his
No.
soothsaying.
I knew it. Still don't put pants on this thing.
Is it like Donald from Fantasia? Or just Donald?
Donald.
Didn't he wear like a wizard outfit?
Yeah, he's a mage in Kingdom Hearts.
When did he? In what canon?
I don't know. You said Fantasia.
No, you're mixing up Mickey and Fantasia.
I don't know. Maybe he showed up in it. I'm pretty sure he turned into a
I really wish they
broom.
would have done a Fantasia world in Kingdom Hearts, but they didn't do it.
Really? That'd be like, oh man, that'd be so cool. Just the little brooms running around.
Yeah. But the penultimate battle in Kingdom Hearts 3 is awesome. When you have the 13 Warriors of Light versus the 13 Warriors of the Dark. And it's a good 13 on 13 battle or things go on.
Are the 13 Warriors of the Dark like the Disney villains?
No. They're part of Organization 13.
Are the Disney villains in it?
Yes.
Are
In fact, Maleficent is in it and has her own little side story, and I don't think that ends in 3. She does a lot. But she's a big villain in a lot of the game and stuff like that. But because they explain how they travel between worlds and they try and do that and become more powerful, and Maleficent is all worried about that. But you do fight most of the Disney villains.
Do the villains become your buddies?
No.
They're always just bad.
Yeah.
Do they like unionize amongst themselves, like the villain union?
Well, a lot of them can't travel between worlds.
Well, that's a bummer. I have so many questions. We could be here all day doing this about Kingdom Hearts and the Disney universe and characters and the 13 Age Adjustment Bureau Agents of Light.
We'll eventually get to all 12 games and get it all together, and you'll understand it all.
I probably still won't.
Yeah. Fuck it.
What about you there, Chump Slap? What is your number one game of 2019?
I'm gonna have to give it all to Sekiro.
What do you like about it?
What I like about it, I like that it's a sword fighting samurai game.
I just hate the name. I hate the Shadows Die Twice part. I don't get it, and I don't like it.
Because you're like a samurai.
Yep. Sure.
And you can resurrect.
Okay.
That's like your main skill.
And it does have an ape that throws shit.
Yeah, it's a shit throwing monkey you got to beat up
a couple of times.
What does that have to do with my shadow? And why is my shadow dying?
Because he's a samurai.
Yeah.
He gets too hung up on stuff he doesn't understand by not playing the game.
That's right. I could probably easily figure this out. Fire up the game for a half hour, but no, I'd rather ask stupid questions over and over.
Because there's only certain amount of people that can die more than once, and these are like high up.
Ooh, is it like a cat?
Samurais.
Like you only get 9 lives.
No.
Okay.
But like each boss, you just had to beat down, and they had like 3 kills to kill them. I don't know how to.
No, you're right. You have to fight them and kill them a couple of times.
Yeah, because they all have the same power you do. And it was fucking hard.
Souls-like.
Very soulsy.
But it's not a Souls game.
No.
Was the combat?
No.
We went over this so many times.
Was the combat more like Bloodborne or Dark Souls?
Dark Souls? It was very
I didn't really like Bloodborne's combat.
parry and blocking. Like you had to. It seemed a lot more like they wanted you to actually fight instead of just walk in and kill the shit out of something. Or just roll. So, yeah, it was good.
Did you get all the endings? Oh, okay.
Now, I remember you beating it, like, and then getting through it, and we're like, you gonna play it again? You're like, yeah, kind of, yeah.
I kind of really wanted to, but then fucking Blasphemous came out, and then Borderlands. So I never really got back to it. Then I just popped it in, and I was like, all right, I'll try it again.
Lost all your skills.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, I just gotta start over from scratch and play through again to learn it all again. You know how that is.
No, yeah, absolutely.
I might actually pick that game up sometime when it's cheap on PlayStation.
Yeah, if
Nioh's on my soon-to-play list.
that's okay.
Yeah, now 2's coming out, but
Yeah. I mean, I have the solid copy of Sekiro.
yeah,
I'll just borrow it.
yeah, maybe. I'll have to see what goes on with the rest of the games I have.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, then that does it for our
Well, let's see.
2019 year in review.
What are you looking forward to most in 2020?
I was just going to segue into that.
Oh,
Wow.
Thanks. Way to
great
fucking-
minds.
Cut
think
it. Cut it.
Cut. All right.
Go back.
And we're back now. So let's talk about a minute of what games we are looking forward to in 2020. Some of the big ones, since you may not have a list directly in front of you.
No, I'm Googling it right now.
You guys look
I'm
like
trying
you're
to think.
hurriedly
If
going
I heard
through
of
your phones.
anything.
Going in order of the release date I have here, one of the big ones coming out, the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Not interested.
Nah.
No? You guys play 7 when it
Oh,
came
7
out?
is a great game, and I love it, but I'm not going to play the remake.
Why is that?
It doesn't, I don't know. It's not Final Fantasy like. They updated it too much. I don't know. I don't like it.
It's not fun. Isn't it just the same game?
Yeah, but it's completely changed. I don't know. If it was turn-based like the old one, yeah, I'd play it, but it's not. It's action.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That makes it more interesting to me.
Yeah, but not to me.
Classic Syintist, right?
Yeah.
And
Might as
I-
well just play the old
And
one.
I know the whole... I did play it, actually.
Play it
Don't
again.
know.
So is this what is your level of would play it? You have absolutely no interest. You're not going to play it, or are you going to like wait for reviews and if people are?
Oh, I'm not going to play
What,
it. But,
what if it's $5?
I was going to say, if it's really cheap on PSN one time, I might buy it.
Okay.
And then
So
bitch
what
about
are your
how
tiers
good
then? Your
play.
tier is definitely play, definitely immediately buy and play. I suppose.
Yes, that would be like Borderlands or Kingdom Hearts.
Sure. And then what's the second tier below that? Like
Let's say 50% off on PSN.
okay,
That would be like Assassin's Creed's.
and then mad cheap on PSN.
Yeah, $10 or free download. And then there's the Wouldn't Touch would be
Gotcha.
fourth.
So you have four.
No, there's probably a difference between the Mad Sheep and Wouldn't Touch. 'Cause there's probably games in between those two that I'd play. 2 levels, but like if I have nothing else to do, I might play it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The next one coming up on the calendar, it's been delayed. It's TBA, but Watch Dogs Legion, I'm very much looking forward to.
Did you play the other ones?
Yes, I played one which was a very early PS4 game, and it
Yeah.
was very much a GTA clone, and it wasn't because it had come out after GTA 5 on PlayStation 3,
Yeah.
that generation, and it wasn't nearly as good as GTA 5 on PlayStation 3. But it was out for
But
PlayStation
the big
4.
thing it was, it came with the.
The big thing was that you could hack things, and it was just hitting a button, basically. It was all right. If you're into GTA style games, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But Watch Dogs 2, I thought was a genuinely great game. If we had been doing this podcast, then that would have probably been my pick of 2018 or 2017, whenever it came out.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That was really great. Also, next year, a lot of people are very excited about a new System Shock game is coming out.
What the hell is System Shock?
It's a game from 1994 that is
Bioshock-ish?
big cult classic. It was the people who made BioShock
Oh,
did System Shock first. That was their first game.
that's cool. That sounds neat. I'll have to look into that.
So it's supposed to be a remake, but I don't know if it's going to be like Resident Evil 2 remake, or is it going to be like
Final Fantasy VII.
Doom remake, where it's completely fucking different.
Speaking of Doom, is Doom Eternal? Is that out? Or is that coming out?
Doom Annihilation.
I
It's not good.
think it's already out. Not that it really matters to you guys because you're hearing this on January 2nd, so obviously it's out by now, right?
Because I really like the Doom, the new Doom.
Oh shit, it's not even close to out. It comes
Okay.
out March 20th, 2020.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Now that I know it's not out.
Yeah, that's right up your alley. And I really enjoyed the Doom remake. The
Dude,
new
that was
Doom.
really good.
Last of Us Part 2 is another big
Oh,
one that's
yeah.
coming out.
I'll play that. I have the remaster on my PS4. I might play right before that comes out.
Yeah, I have the remaster since the remaster came out probably, and I still haven't played it on PS4.
When they released it on PSN.
That's a fucking rough game.
I
Yeah, it
don't
is.
remember.
You don't remember it
No.
at all?
No.
Did you play it?
Yeah.
With the clickers, the fungus-controlled zombie-type monsters,
Yeah.
and Ellie.
You
Yeah.
had to sneak around, you had to throw like bricks.
Yeah.
So you remember it.
I remember some of this shit you're saying, but like if you ask me what happened in it, no fucking idea.
Well, it was at the end of the game. I suppose we could spoiler it. It's been out
It's
since...
been out long enough.
Yeah, you start in Pittsburgh, right? And
Yeah.
travel to Midwest-ish.
But at the end of the game,
Maybe I never
basically,
finished it.
They find out that they
Whoa. If you didn't finish
No,
it,
that's fine. Tell me.
Jesus.
If I haven't yet, I won't.
At the end of the game, I believe they find out that Ellie can cure the disease, or at least
Okay.
like,
Yeah, because she's immune to it.
she's immune to it, but it would kill her,
Yeah.
and you
just-
you murder everyone.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is
You
your
decide,
name?
fuck that.
Joel Olstein.
Yes. Joel.
Yeah. So you
It
wouldn't.
is Joel, right?
I think so.
So you wouldn't
It's
let
not
her
Joel
die,
Osteen. That's the
No.
megachurch guy.
right?
What?
You wouldn't let her die to save the world.
Yeah, you
Right.
end up killing all the doctors who are operating on her, so you kill everybody who those doctors
Yeah.
want to save
Piece
too.
of shit.
Yeah. And then you lie to her and said that she fixed everything, and they're going somewhere else at the end.
That's so stupid. Yeah. That's probably why I just blocked it out of my head.
Yeah, I thought it was brutal. I thought it because his daughter had died in the original outbreak, so it was like him saving his daughter. It was
Yeah, the game opens up with you.
Well, let me make
Fuck.
the choice.
fucked up.
Well, you hate choose your own adventure stuff that isn't.
Well, let me make that choice if it's either, oh, the game's stupid, or fuck it, kill the little brat.
This is totally at odds with your I hate Detroit Become Human argument.
Yeah. It's not really a moral question at that point, though.
But it is.
It's a question of save everybody or this dummy.
Oh, so like a moral question.
No.
Oh.
Well, what about another big one?
It shouldn't even be a question, is what I'm saying.
Anything else you want to add?
Yeah. It's fucking selfish. It's not moral.
Yes, it is selfish. It is extremely selfish. And Joel's a prick, but I think in the new one he's dead. Anyway, what about Cyberpunk 2077? I'm already kind of tired of hearing about it.
I've been hearing about it for 5 years, it seems
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. It's in my maybe tier 2 or 3 bets. But the more I hear about it, the more it's getting Death Stranding territory where I'm just
What's
sick of
that
hearing-
release supposed to be? What?
It's not till April 2020.
Oh man, it means you got 4 more months of hearing about it before it comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, I might hate it by then.
Unless if you stop hearing about it, it probably sucks.
Well, there's also another game coming out, another sequel, Dying Light 2. Did either of you guys play Dying Light?
No. Isn't that just like fucking Dead Island?
It's
Kinda.
a lot like Dead Island, but the difference is, well, there's a lot more parkour focus.
Yeah.
Is it as RPG?
Not as RPG. I don't remember that much. I know I played it in the last couple of years. But the gimmick was that you could run around during the day pretty much fine by yourself. But once it turned nighttime is when all the zombies came out. So you had to haul your ass back to the base by night or you'd start getting attacked.
Yeah.
And some of the areas you could handle them when it was dark and some you couldn't.
That's all right.
Other games coming out. A lot of people are excited about the Destroy All Humans remake.
I kind
Which
of
looks
enjoyed the
fun.
first one.
Yeah,
but
it was
I
fun.
didn't like it enough to finish it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'd even
Maybe.
if it's free. They'll probably give like a remaster away for free on PSN before this one comes out.
Is it a total redo?
That's what they're saying. There's not much known about it at this point.
Okay.
Another sequel that's coming out is Beyond Good and Evil 2. Did you guys play that growing up?
I
Beyond
played the
Good and
first
Evil?
one.
No.
I don't remember too much of it. I remember it was good. I should go back and play it again.
It was beyond good and evil.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe I'll pick it for one of the weeks coming up.
That's a slapper.
That is a slapper if I ever heard one.
It's on my list of games to pick at some point.
What about No More Heroes? Do we care about that? No More Heroes 3?
I don't
Never
even know
heard
what
of
that
the
is.
first?
Well, there's been 3 of them.
I'm sure I've heard of it and I've seen video of it. At least ads.
I don't know enough about it to make a informed statement at this time. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks for that. Cool. I mean, those are the big ones that are coming out in the first half of the year. There's also other stuff that's rumored or so far in the future it's just TBD, but those look like the big ones. Out of those games in 2020, what would be your most likely to purchase? Either of you, whoever's ready.
Well, I see Psychonauts 2 is coming out, and that would be it.
We didn't talk about that.
I
That
know.
was the question.
It's on the list of games
Said
coming out in
of
2020.
his games that we just went over. Which one?
Cyberpunk.
I think I'd do Watch Dogs Legion. That'd probably be my most.
I definitely do Doom.
Oh, we all got different answers. That's great. So we can come here and we can be like, I played Doom, and this is what I thought about it. Not, I am playing anything this week.
Yeah, well,
I know I am looking directly at you as I say that, but
it's a couple months away.
it does apply to all of us. But That does it. I mean, that's our year in review. Anybody have anything else they wish happened in 2019? Anything about 2019 before you tie a bow on this year and move on to year 2?
I wish I made more money.
Yeah, money. I like money.
Money, yeah. Money's
Yeah, if I
pretty
would have won
dope.
the lottery, that's what actually I was going to say. I wish I would have won the lottery.
You wish you would have won the lottery and had more money?
Yeah. I don't particularly like our hellscape America as it goes on now.
Yeah.
No.
I wish Fallout was better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I hope Outer Worlds is good. I'm going to be heartbroken if that's not good.
Yeah.
I need a win. I
know, right?
Like,
Play Sekiro.
I can't do it. I'll just break a controller. It's the same thing that happened with Dark Souls when that first came out. Syintist is like, you gotta play it. It's great. You gotta play it. I'm like, I'm just gonna yell at my TV and break something.
No, the best is Sloppy Pickle played it, and once he got to like your home base, he accidentally killed one of the like main story guys, or he didn't kill him. He aggroed him, so he couldn't do anything because once he's aggroed, he'll just kill you instantly.
Yeah, so every time he died, he'd appear at the beginning and the guy would kill him again.
I didn't even know it was fucking possible.
You can kill almost anybody in that game.
Yeah.
All right.
You can kill people who sell you shit. People give you quests.
Accidentally aggro people. It fucking sucks.
Well, if someone wanted to aggro you directly, where would they send that email, Mr. Chump Slap?
Well, he send it to plottytime@gmail.com, and I just gotta say, bring it the fuck on.
Oh,
I don't think you'll do it.
and if they wanted to aggro us on social media, where would they do that, Dr. Syintist? Great. So that about does it for us then, and for 2019. Now we realize this is airing in 2020, but this is coming for 2019, so we'll see you next year. Enjoy and play games and be rad, I guess.
Yeah, peace.
And this is Barbara Walters, 2020.